that's a good question. Because as you said, if we're expecting a defensive player from Crepe Salee Steve, then
Mhm.
you'd expect Kid to just get 3 with a handshake. But instead of seeing the Steve, we're seeing the Wario, which put Crepe Salee on the map initially before he started playing other characters like Luigi and Steve. Um, Interesting character choice for game one, because as you said, Kid definitely does well against the archetypes of characters which have the scrap, because Brawler has those incredible buttons, the incredible movement. Maybe we won't see it go on for later on in the set, but for now, we'll have to see how Kid likes to play these close quarter situations. He's one of these players to watch, because his movement, his combos are just a joy to behold.
I'm just realized that I personally do not know what set Kid's running, so we've obviously just seen Flip Kick. I'm gonna have to keep my eye out. There's Rising Up, yep, okay, alright, optimal Brawler we are seeing. Good, 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 no doubt about that. Crepe Salee does lose that stock really early. That is the, wait, hold on, did I say optimal? Was that?
That's suplex.
Was that suplex? Is suplex optimal?
That's optimal in my eyes.
Oh, okay.
It's a
I feel
frame
like I
6
don't see
command
many
grab.
people running it.
It's a frame 6 command grab, like a nice burst option. Does 20% when it hits, even if it's not got the combo potential. It's a very strong option, and it's so key when it comes to conditioning with Brawler. Shield. Oh, what a pickup with this up tilt on the mistech. It's an option which denies the beat shield, and you have so many safe areas on shield as well, meaning it's very just hard to interact with Brawler. The neutral B, by the way, is flashing Mac Punch, not shock, but be on the lookout for that move to be thrown at ledge, try and catch a jump or a neutral get up, or just on shield. Not pulling the trigger on it just yet though, as Crepe has got himself on the board in terms of stocks, but it's still down quite a lot. But we're approaching that 5-minute mark, which Crepe will want to be holding out for.
Yeah, of course. And not only that, we have seen them using Chomp a little bit, and obviously if you don't know, Chomp does actually raise the level of Waft. But I feel like, I'm not afraid to say this, a lot of people out there boil Wario down to Waft, and that's like all the character is. It is not. He has got some strong buttons and some things that can catch really well. But it just feels like Kid's Brawler is catching things a little bit better at the moment, using that little bit of bulk, that little bit of weight to just juggle Crepe Salee over and over and over again. Already lapping them in percent, well, when I started saying that they were, and Crepe Salee has none of it, makes me eat my words, and claps Kid all the way up to that top blast zone.
Yeah, Crepe's done well to put himself back into this game, but it's going to be hard to survive a little bit longer. Maybe you're outside of the Brawler kill confirm ranges now that you're 136%, but Brawler still has some kill confirms at disposal, but this is scary stuff for Kid at the moment. You had a very strong lead at before this, but now I think he may be closer to death than the Wario is at the moment. You cannot afford to land on top of Wario. We're at, oh my god, I can't believe that the Waff is whiffed, but it doesn't even matter. The panic up B from Kid ended up being his demise, as Crepe is able to catch that fall down to ledge with the big fist of F Smash as he takes game one from a terrible position, Dalax.
I am beyond stunned that A, Crepe Salee went for that waft, and B, that it missed after the fact. I love the setup with the bike actually looking back at it, trying to use it to hit extend the waft, make that little window right at the start last that little bit longer, try and find that kill by just having that hitbox hold there for a bit. And I couldn't really see what happened. Did Kid just like snap to ledge beforehand with the invincibility?
It must have been. Maybe he also grabbed from above the ledge to avoid getting 2 frames. Maybe the little the faint jump was enough to keep himself alive, because it could be invincible animation into grabbing from a ledge. There's no window where it could have worked. That must have been the case, because I felt like the bike plus the waft must have been active for so long. That must be the only way it survived. And then after the fact, there were like 3 different ways where Crepe could have lost that, because the back air just whiffed, and then the up B just whiffed after. It's crazy end sequence to that game. And you can tell that Crepe is, while nervous, also very happy that he won that game. That could have gone either way, for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tense set and definitely one to watch, because I feel like this is going to be one that evolves the longer you watch it. Like, we could see character changes. I think the stages are going to make a huge difference as well. I think just straight up how the 2 players adapt to one another is going to be super interesting, more so than anything else. But, more importantly, is going to be just the general process, the general way that games go. like with it's something that I noticed earlier while watching Crepe Salee versus Undress. Crepe Salee very much plays with his heart on his sleeve, and there's something we were talking about earlier, and we were kind of making a joke about it, being all like, "Oh yeah, really funny to watch because he's so emotive." But even in games where he's won, like this one, he needs that moment, sit back, breathe, think, like just detox, get it out your system, process it. And they make a good use of that kind of like 1 minute time in between games to fully chill out, zone out, and like get back in the zone before they go into the next one. I think that must say something about what a game can do to their mental, right?
Yeah, it's, especially at this young age, right, where like maybe that like you have the time to put in, so you have that, you really want to be the best.
Yeah.
Like it means you winning is so important to you, and we can see that they play like they're hiders on their sleeves, and it leads to some very high quality gameplay. So we're in a pretty even position at the moment. Probably kind of scary for Wario if he gets grabbed or hit by a straight confirm, as that up air from the ledge leading to 2 more into death. It's crazy that you can just get picked up and die for that.
Yeah, that was, by the way, Crepe Salee's advantage with Kid at the ledge, and Kid just caught a straight up air on the recovery, and that's what led to a kill at like 80%. Absolute insanity, but it does show really good recognition. It's not just your character, it's also the player, and it's showing really good recognition of the stages and the situation on Kid's part. I really like this setup with the down tilt, tries to find a little bit more, but Crepe Salee is more than happy to grab that bike, wait a second, and then let rip after the fact. Kid's stuck to the corner and needs to get out.
Yes, this is a scary spot for Crepe, I feel, with all this rage on me Brawler. Goes down for a proper kill. Nearly, not just yet. I haven't seen too many down for a proper kill confirms at the moment, but the landing up air frapper is gonna do it. This Kid is just so clean when it comes to finding these me Brawler kill confirms, Alex.
Yeah, just converting instantly off of a spray hit into a crazy kill is everything that me Brawler is and everything that Kid is trying to be, and it's why it works so nicely. I like that letting Crepe Salee kind of get to the ledge sometimes, because with how Wario's recovery works, especially when he's got bike ready and charged, you can't really predict if he's going to go to ledge or ride high above it. So Kid sometimes is just happy to wait, and instead, rather than focus on edge guarding, sticking at ledge trapping, and that is a place where me Brawler can fully thrive.
Yep, and he's very strong with his proper combos. That's another kill off the top. Kid is just too good. People need to know how strong this player is. The definition of a hidden boss in relative home turf at the moment has just evened things back up in this set from some majestic ladder combos. Very lovely stuff.
Douche. Again, one more. Give me one more, Kid. Thank you. I love this. I absolutely love this. It is literally just like, I'm gonna catch you with a singular hit. You're not gonna know what it is or where it's gonna come from, but when this connects, you better pick a god. Start praying and hope that your SDI or your DI is the correct one. If you are doing either of those incorrect, death. Death be upon ye. I do like the bans here. Getting rid of the really horizontal flat stages, because we've kind of realized that's where Crepe Salee thrives, and also, obviously, we want to kill off the top. So we're getting rid of the high ceilings of Town, getting rid of the high ceilings of Kalos, FD as well, just because they want some platforms to play around. And it feels like Crepe Salee's gone for a bit of a middle ground, right?
Yeah, for sure. Small Battlefield's a really good stage in that regard. But it feels like no matter if Kid bans right, there's always the threat of the ladder, I feel. There's no way to really avoid it. I'm still surprised that we're seeing the Wario, because I feel that Kid has been playing these close court situations very well. And normally the way around it is that you try and avoid interacting as much as possible. I think Crepe's going the other way, instead thinking, I'm just going to get better at interacting. I'm going to start winning these neutral interactions more and more. But maybe that's not what you want to do, because you get blown up and you take so much percent and you just die from getting hit at pretty much any percent. It is absurd how Kid makes this character look.
Yeah, people think the Wario is like a bit rotund. It's because he's a balloon filled with helium, and when Kid decides he wants to burst it like a needle, he can pop him like a balloon. Crepe Salee, though, actually taking none of it. I love this use of Wario's oppressive aerials. That's at 96%, defying the laws of gravity. rocketing up to 106 as Kid falls into the gaping maw twice. Kid, stop running at the man with his mouth open. It's not gonna go well.
It really isn't. He tried to suplex that into the gaping mouth of Wario, and it's not worked out. What a ridiculous turn of events. Well, it started off as an insane start from Kid, but Crepe fired back imminently, fired back harder, and is up 2 stock to 1. And he's not letting this stop. So much percent coming up out from Crepe Salee. This is just amazing gameplay to watch, Dalax.
Oh, it 100% is focus. Crepe Salee loving the chance to sit in the middle of the stage and just raise the roof a little bit. You've got a stock lead, so you can start running with it. You can properly hold in and go aggressive. And that's exactly what we see popping up into the waft. Was that even full charge?
I don't think we met that 5
It wasn't. That was half charge.
Jesus, it is a bit faster. You get that comes out very fast. My goodness, what a blistering set this has been. Oh my god, yeah, just the small one, 516.
Yeah, not like a nuke, more like dynamite, like a singular stick of TNT. But that is Crepe Salee sitting very comfortably. Is that 2? That is 2. Yeah, I was gonna say that hasn't been 3 already. Of course it hasn't. So we're actually seeing slightly different bands come in from the way of Kid. We're instead getting rid of Battlefield, Yoshi's, and Hollow Bastion. So this time we're actually getting rid of the stages with low ceilings. Is Kid changing character?
He does have a very strong Fox. I think the Mii Brawler is more recent, but it's the same archetype. And I have heard from... Okay, yeah. So I've heard from Fox players that Wario is up there with one of their weaker matchups. So we are going to be seeing this Mii Brawler once more. It didn't even feel that that bad in neutral, to be honest. It felt like they're both pretty even, but Crepe just had insane combos, even stronger than Kid's, and that gave him the edge in that game.
Yeah, and we're going to be rocketing straight into game 4 right now. Kid 1 up, and Crepe Salee having 2 in the tank. If Crepe Salee takes 1 more away, then that is going to be the end of the set. And Kid out the tournament, the MK Leo Slayer dropping, and there's actually the first stock of the set. Crepe Salee looks like they're here to stay. That's a lot. That's a really big advantage to have going into this.
I've not really seen Nair 2 back air as a kill confirm from Wario, but Crepe just continues to innovate with his character. I saw a bit of frustration as well from Kid as he lost that stock. It feels like he's running out of time. He's struggling to put himself on the board, but this could be it. But he's flubbing the combo. He's not able to pick up that ladder to the fullest. Not able to climb up high enough. And that could be the difference. When your opponent is out damaging you, it's going to be kind of scary. You're running out of options, especially now you're at this percent. Oh, jab reset into dash attack. Going to be a lot of damage. Very funky confirm. And I think Kid has the wind taken out of his sails. If I'm being brutally honest, the flashing Mac punch will take the stock though, Dalats.
Yeah, that it is. 2 stocks apiece. I do agree with you, Kid. I don't know. I don't want to say that they've lost momentum, but like what we had in that game where they won was all in all the time. We're going to convert off of like a singular hit, whereas now it feels like they're playing really pokey. They're not wanting to chase stuff up. They're not wanting to go deep. They're getting something like dash attack and then just being like, all right, it's stage control time. Wait. No, and they drop it as well. Crepe Salee works their way out, and not only that, but finds a kill off of it. Kid is suddenly dropping these confirms. It really sucks to see.
Yeah, what was a very competitive set is kind of running away, but that I'm going to eat my words as he gets a pick up from under the right side of SBF and takes it to the left platform and off the top to an even position, but full waft is there and it's getting a bit scary because Crepe is out for blood at the moment.
Yeah, blood indeed. Looking to chow down on something, whether that be Kid or a victory. There's an up air going into a tilt. The bike coming down from the heavens, sent by God himself. And we do have to know that Waft is online. Kid can die to literally anything right now. A Wario F2, F smash, Waft, or just anything will do it. But on the bright side, Kid is blocking the Waft and responding with a thropper. My God!
The presence of mind from Kid has really kept him in this game. He's mounting a comeback now. This is actually in a very strong position at the moment. Is avoiding the kill options from Wario, avoiding that up smash, and has brought himself back into it. We're going to game 5, Dalax.
I would not have seen that coming, considering how Crepe Salee entered that final stock with Kid. Oh my god, this is a Game 5 finish. Is Crepe Salee gonna switch, or is Crepe Salee gonna stick on the Wario that took them to this point? But Kid seems to have actually got something working on the download. Something's cooking in there, and even if they were in a negative mental mindset during that final game, something fell into place for that last minute of the match. Wow, my god.
Brilliant play from Kid. I loved his positioning in that last stock position where any imperfection will lead to the set just going there and then. But he spaced around every option that Crepe presented as a threat to kill, whether it be that falling waft, which so many people get caught out by. It's that landing downer, avoiding both those options. The landing up, the up smash anti-air as well, avoided. And then it was able to pick up Crepe by following him as he went for the high recovery and then catching the landing with a clutch thrust uppercut to take that game, lead us into a Game 5 from a position where we thought he was out of it. He was looking down. He really collected himself in that moment and brought us to a very, very, very interesting Game 5 here.
Yeah, it's all gonna come down to this. One way or another, this does end, and we're seeing it right back at a classic place where every matchup comes to thrive. It's Pokemon Stadium 2. Everyone is comfortable here, and everyone knows what they're doing. Crepe Salee has got the lead at the moment and pops Kid up with that lingering up tilt and just chasing them backwards and forwards with Chomp and Pokes alike. Kid has to get out of the corner and has to start finding an advantage soon, because at the moment, it's looking like the Crepe Salee show.
You may be speaking too soon because Kid only needs one confirm at the right percent. The down for a foul is just a little off. Wasn't going to kill just yet. But, oh my god, he nearly got a confirm off the landing up into flashing Mag Punch. I don't think Crepe is safe at this percent. Kid has shown that he can kill at any moment, but one back air, even at center stage, even in that Pokemon Stadium 2, that will be enough. Very strong move, puts Crepe into an advantageous position, but there's no bike here, and that means you're a sitting duck as the crowd comes live. The Toulouse scene is on Kid's side at the moment.
Yeah, that they are, and you can feel, all the way from England, we can feel the electricity and the tension in the room. Kid, having that percentage start to skyrocket, we know it's possible to reflect it back. We literally said it ourselves. That side B can put on 20% per grab. We haven't seen it that often, but there we go. There's the first hit. That's the first brick in the road. Crepe Salee does get some response back, though. That Chomp heals, damages, charges. It does everything you want. That was a spike, and going again. Kid's holding nothing back.
He keeps making these insane plays to get himself into a strong position. What an edge guarding sequence from Kid as he's up 2 stocks to 1, has a lot of rages at his disposal, and he got that from a position where he could have died. We're going to a last stock in Game 5 though, Dalax.
Oh yeah, it's all coming down all the way to the wire focus. It could literally go either way, so stay on the edge of your seat. Crepe Salee does have waft though, so Kid's stock, it's either there or gone. It is Schrodinger's stock. The next thing that connects could spell demise, but that goes either way. Kid can chase you with any combo starter to any combo finisher. Is this gonna be it? Crepe Salee going all the way in! Find the one that Kid lives on! Oh my life!
There's no jump though. The
No!
clutch is there. The baboosh is enough. And Crepe Salee takes it 3-2 in a nail biter. They understand how close that set was, going for the post-set hug after. What a set we've just seen, Dalax.
Oh my god, what a set indeed. That was a absolute nail biter from start to end and everything in between. I cannot believe that Kid lived that waft in the first place. DI of the gods and the